Welcome to Men of War Assault Squad 2 UFO Aftermath mod show off. This is part 2 that is showing the multiplayer factions. I'm not sure if multiplayer works or not. This was uploaded on the 9th of August 2019, so it could be that it works. I'm not too sure. I've never really done much multiplayer. Never been any interesting or good mods. This is definitely a mod I'd try multiplayer with though, just like the number of nations there are. But let's hop right into it, starting with Armenia. I'm not sure if these are like modern or accurate units for these nations, but still pretty cool. So we've got a very nice kind of camouflage style for them. And I spawned each one of the bazookas just because this is something that I enjoy, is the variation of this mod. Look at the 1, 2, 3, 4 different RPG variants. Very weird looking. It's like one really long one that goes skinny and then it like fattens at the end. Very weird. Very cool looking skin though. Next we have a nation that hasn't seen a modernized edition for Men of War, is Australia. The standard infantry here. Something unique, the divers. You can see they have the proper Australian flag. I think they're using the Call of Duty skin, the SAS skin, and they're just repatched over the flag, which is pretty cool. Let's see, you got the elites, you got the flamers. Just very awesome. You also notice like the great deal of variation in weapons. So this is the weird part, the home guard. I'm pretty sure this isn't fully accurate, so yeah, still very cool looking. Got the pilot, radio operator, you have the scouts here, tankmen. Alright, next we are moving on to Belarus. This is much smaller just because I didn't include as many units. It just got repetitive for some of them. Like a few of the guns were different, but not enough to really place them down. Like this thing is lagging as it is. I'm trying to show the units. Pretty cool. You got the I'll see towards the end here. You got the, as you can see, got the little Belarusian star there. They still have a very Soviet style mentality. They've been under the same dictator since the 90s, so yeah. Moving on, we are on to Canada. I really like this green color they're using. And again, I'm not too sure if this is accurate. I'm pretty sure it isn't. Canada's army probably uses something different by this point in time. Still looks really nice. You got the elites here. You got the flamer, the grenadier, heavy sniper, obviously the like made up home guard. You got RPG, PZRK. You got some of the scouts here. Got the silenced weapons. The floppy kind of hat thing. Very cool. Here we have the made up nation of, I think, Chernarus or Chernogorsk or something. It's Chern. I've only played a little bit of Arma 2 and Arma 3, and those factions in there. It's like a pro-Russia faction. There's Chernarus. I think Chernarus is a city, but it's a very cool faction. You got the elites. You got the chemical man. It's like for biowarfare and stuff. This massive heavy sniper rifle. Got the these guys here with the caps. They're the home guard. Heavy machine. You got heavy machine gunner. You got sniper. You got officer. The pilot on the left is the aviation pilot. Actually, no, he's the heli pilot. Guy on the right is the plane pilot. And we have the elites. Pretty cool. They have the face mask and cap thing there. A sniper, tankman, and something that's pretty cool that I forgot they had was the UN soldiers. It's just basically them with the UN caps. Pretty cool. Next we have the Czech Army. Obviously this is like the 80s kind of, or maybe not, like 80s, 90s kind of pro-communist maybe Czechs, I don't know. Very cool, I like the all black style of the uniform. At the home guard here. Yeah, different variations in soldiers, radio operating. You have the sailor. Not sure why they added a sailor for the Czech faction. They didn't have any marine boats, or they didn't have any boats or anything, but still cool. Moving on. I'm trying to get through these rather quickly just because there's so many to show. We have the People's Republic of China. These different weapons and stuff here. Big RPG or Chinese anti-tank weapon of some kind. RPG there. We got the. Is this their? Oh my goodness! Look at this. Yeah, this is their version of a flamethrower. Look at that. It's massive. I thought it was a machine gun. That's cool. So let's see, we have the Heavy Grenadier. The Home Guard. Obviously probably not what they have today. You got the Pilot. Radio Operator, RPG. PZRK I think actually. Here we have the Scouts. The People's Republic of China Navy. Officer. And the Marines. Chinese Marines. Pretty cool. And the Tankmen. And look at these helmets. Some wacky looking helmets. Look really uncomfortable, but I guess if you're in a tank and the gun firing off, this probably helps deafen the noise a whole bunch. Here we have the East Germany, the DDR. The different SMG types, different RPGs. We have the Elites. Very interesting, that weird kind of rounded airborne helmet. I think like the Soviets used that from World War II. They're paratroopers and stuff. I got the Flamer, the assistant to the Flamer. These guys with the caps, they're the Home Guard. Got some World War II weapons there. We have the light machine gunner, sniper, medic. Got the officer, pilot, radio operator. I think these guys are more elites. The Sturmoktav. We have, actually no, these guys are the Sturmoktav. These guys are the Scouts. Pretty cool. Got the Tankmen and vehicle support. These weird kind of square-like backpacks. Thought I'd show that. Very cool. Now we have the Danish. We got Denmark. Very cool color. Nothing too intricate. Got the Home Guard here. Again, probably not accurate. Got the Flamer. Heavy Sniper. Oh wait, these guys are the Home Guard. These guys are either the Scouts or the Elite. I think the Elite. The Scouts are just normal infantry. Here are the Scouts. And then here's the Sturmoktav. Whatever that's supposed to stand for. Very cool, it's a desert kind of camo-ish thing. Got the Tankmen. Next we have the United Kingdom. Got the SMG gunners, got the different RPGs. They have divers as well. They probably didn't have to change the flag, I think they always had the UK flag. It's pretty cool. Got the UK Elite, the Flamers, the grenade launch right there. You have the Gurkhas, that's what these guys are, the black berets, or berets, the Gurkha riflemen. I got the heavy sniper, got the obviously like the outdated style of the Home Guard. I got the Scouts, I got the pilot, officer. Can't remember the rest of these guys. These guys are the Elites. These guys are the Sturmoktav, which is probably just the Obviously just the desert version of the infantry. Pretty cool that they were included. The tankman. Obviously it might not be accurate, it might be old equipment, you know, outdated and all that. Next we have Finland. Got the rifleman, bazooka, they have a shotgun class. They got the flamer, home guard. I found it funny that they still use, I mean they probably still, obviously at this point they probably don't have any, but I think maybe for like a little while in the 50s they might have had these guys as their national guard or whatever, their home guard. And I think even like the Finnish Air Force, they still have the swastika symbol for their Air Force. Which is pretty interesting to note that an ally of the Nazis kept the swastika. I mean, to be like educated, you'd know that the swastika has more meanings than just the Nazis. And the way it's displayed in the Finnish Air Force is like standing, and it's not on an angle. Here we have the scouts. Pretty cool. The tankmen. Now we're moving on to France. Let's see. Got the the French rifleman, the RPG gunner. Well, not gunner, but RPG unit. Got the French Foreign Legion, as obviously from their silly little square cap things. I probably wouldn't wear these in combat, they'd have a proper helmet. The Flamer, the Heavy Sniper, the Home Guard. We got the Sniper, LMG, Heavy Machine Gunner, the Elites here. Very cool. Now we're moving on to Georgia, the country, obviously. We got a mix of US and Russian equipment. Again, this is probably the old style of the uniform. Maybe it's new, I'm not too sure. We got the Chemical Man, got the Elites, Flamers, Heavy Grenadier. A few of the other things, just about every faction has either Grenadier or Heavy Grenadier. I just didn't show them all because, I mean, you don't need to. Here we have the Sturmikov, which is just their desert version of the uniform for their infantry. At least I'm assuming that. I'm not too certain. Got the tankman there. Moving on. We are now on to Germany, the Federal Republic of Germany of today, the Bundeswehr. There. I got the infantry, the or the RPGs. So you got two different kinds there. I think this one on the left is much more is the like actual German kind. I think the one on the right's an American one made. Can't be certain though. We got the Elites here. We got the Flamers, the Heavy MG, the Officer. And just one more time, guys, for the Wasteland, guys, your faction can use, like, you know, the German vest, or like the Finnish helmet, and maybe the skin for the Finnish National Guard, or like a Chinese Marine helmet with it or something. You know, so you're not limited to just the survival class and just the just like the stalker kind of class stuff. So you have your options. Again, just pause the video, give a screenshot, put it in the Discord of what you want in your respective factions chat room. So moving on, we have the Elites. I always like the weird camo style. I think it's like similar to what the Waffen SS used. They were kind of revolutionary in their camouflage patterns and styles of uniform. Here we have the Israeli Defense Forces. I guess the mod creator didn't, or had forgotten to use the proper helmet, so he just has red berets. Got the grenade launcher, flamer, RPGs, heavy machine gun, radio op. You got the Elites. You got the Scout. Pardon me. And the Tankman. Here we have... where are these guys? Italians. Yes. The Italian SMG. And there's like multiple Italian machine gunners. There's one with like an AK-47, one with an M16. But this one was different. I can't recognize the rifle. If you can, let me know. I got the RPG right there. I have this one solitary unit, the I think Carabiner or Carbonari. Very cool, like a SWAT kind of unit-ish thing. Maybe it's part of the army, maybe it's supposed to be part of the police thing, but very cool looking. Kind of just the black stands out. You have the Italian elites. They're similar in camo style, yeah. You got the flamer, shotgunner, heavy machine gunner, light machine gunner, officer. I got the pilot. Oh yeah, there's the shotgunner. Scouts here. And the tankman. Righty. Moving over, we have the... What are these guys? The Japanese. The Japanese Self-Defense Forces. I got the machine gunner, the grenade launching machine gun, RPG, flamer, sniper, light and heavy machine gun. You got the elites here. Very interesting looking. You got the scouts. I have the tankmen. Here we have the very tiny army, or not exactly tiny, just like they didn't have as much in selection. The Lithuanians. Pretty cool to see them in here though. Flamer, RPG, grenade launching machine gun, sniper, heavy machine gunner, tankman or pilot, radio op, sniper, tankman. Very nice. Make sure I'm still in the same row. Yep. Now we have the DPRK, or North Korea as others call it. Not a very intricate faction in terms of uniform style. We got the RPG, grenade launcher. I like the home guard though, this weird little box-like cap. Mix of weaponry. Sniper, machine gunner, pilot, radio op, scouts. We have the officer there, the elites here. Very cool. Here we have the Norwegians. They too get the divers. Got the grenade launcher. And each faction actually its own special gun. Or, well, I won't bother right now, but each like kind of gun unique to that faction, like this one right here. It'll have a grenade launcher variant, which most mods don't have. That usually has the M16 or AK-47 with the grenade launcher underneath it, and that's it. So it's cool to see these each having their own special grenade launching attachment. And as you can see again, they changed the flag there on the shoulder. I've figured out how to do that for a few skins. Paint.net I don't think is made for that, so some units won't show up properly. I don't know exactly where to put the flag, so some factions I might be able to put the units, depending on the skin, I might be able to put on your faction's flag and make it as a separate custom thing, but again, if not, it'll just be kind of made up reasoning. Here we have the elites. Very cool. We got the flamer, heavy, we got the home guard, the LMG, heavy MG, pilot, radio op. Here's the scouts, and the Sturmictov. Almost done, guys. Here we have Vietnam. The standard infantry. We have the elites here. Very cool looking. Flamer, grenade launcher. We got the home guard. This is the North Vietnamese Army that fought in fought the U.S. occupation of the South. Or I don't know. Did these guys? Yeah, I think they did. Probably not. I don't know. We got the pilot. We got the rifleman. Here you have the elites. I like how they changed the beret style to fit with the rest of the uniform. Really cool looking. The sniper. We have the Vietnamese Marines. Very cool, very distinct bright blue there. I personally like it, even though if it's not an effective camo style. I got the tankman. Moving on, we're on to Poland. Again, very nice looking units. Got the proper Polish eagle on their beret. Got the elites here. Flamer. This one is like Leiva's Jorgdan or something. Yeah, like Jorgdan. Not sure why. Maybe it's a special hero of some kind. Oh yeah. The Polish faction's the only one that I found it with, but it has a military police, which is pretty cool. Got the pilot there, radio operator, sniper, scouts. Let's see, now we're on to Russia. This faction's clearly outdated from like early 2000s. Still very nice though. Got the Chemical Man, elites, flamers, and like I think one of the flamers has this really particular special designed rocket thing. Very cool. Heavy sniper. Got the home guard. This is Alexenova. Again, she might be like a hero unit of some kind if this mod had a single player. Let's see, pilots. Got both the aviation and heli pilots. Here we have the scouts. I'm quite impressed with how very few units crash in this mod. There's only like one scout unit for Russia and like 3 different other units. But other than that, it's a very solid mod for the amount of things that it has. Much like Interwar, finding little to no crashes is just awesome. A well put together mod, I'd say. Here we have the Russian elite. Got like, this would be like FSB Alpha or something like that. Russian officer, tankman. Right, moving on. Let's see, we have the Republic of Korea, or South Korea. The different infantrymen. Sorry for the constant scrolling, it's hard not to like accidentally bump into it. Got the divers for them, and as you can see, they added in the South Korean flag right there. Very nice. Here we have the different flamers. Grenadier, home guard, obviously outdated, but you know, sniper, heavy machine gunner, officer, pilot, and they also get Navy unit, which is pretty cool. Or sailors, not Navy. Yes, Navy, but you get it. We got the elites, or no, we have the scout, we have the shotgun. I think that's shotgun. Forgot which one that exactly was, but we got the sniper, got the tankman. We are now on to Sweden. This is another nation that like hasn't been seen in like any mods. Aside, actually Born in the Fire America, but no World War II mods, no modern day mods, aside from this one that I know of. Very nice green pattern camo. Got the elites here. Flamers, sniper, heavy sniper obviously. Outdated home guard. The heavy machine gunner, light machine gunner, marksman, I think, tank or pilot, radio operator, Sturmiktov, and elites, and a normal sniper with a tankman. Whew, alrighty, let's see. We are now on to the made-up nation of Takistan, which is in Arma 2. I don't know if they made it into Arma 3. As I know, Arma 3 focuses on the island of Altus. So we have Takistan. They have no particular flag or insignia, but still very cool. The textures on their feet are weird. But honestly, it's nothing too big for me. Got the elites here. Got the flamer, machine gunner, heavy sniper, officer, aviation heli pilot, radio operator. I think light sniper or marksman, elites here, and tankman. Very cool. Almost done, guys. Almost. I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. Again, Wasteland guys, you can take any of this equipment, you know, screenshot it, say, you know, I want this kind of helmet, and then show this, like, you know, I want this kind of skin or whatever, you know. Let's see, we got Turkey now. Very cool. Got the elites, flamer, heavy sniper, LMG sniper, heavy machine gunner, aviation pilot, or actually no, heli pilot, radio operator, tankman. Now we're on to Ukraine. This is the old style Ukrainian military when it used the TTSKO Soviet camouflage style. They did have like Azov units, but they crash, so I'll have to like fix the inventory and stuff for them, and I'll show them off later on. Got the elites, so like Ukrainian airborne outfit, as you can see from the patch there. The standard Ukrainian army from the 90s up till 2014. I got the 3 different flamer types. Heavy sniper, normal sniper, LMG, heavy MG, officer, both heli and aviation pilot. These 2 guys, they're Pogran. I don't know what Pogran means, but they're in there. Ukrainian scouts. I think a vehicle support or some other, and a tankman. We are on to the United States. They use the proper ACU, I think. Again, I think this is like the old ACU, I don't think it's the new one. Or newer. You got the divers with the proper US flag. I got the United States, either Rangers or Marines. They're labeled as elite, but I think these are the Marines. Here we got the Flamers, Heavy Grenadier, LMG Sniper, Heavy MG. I got the Sailors, got the Scouts, Shotgun. Here are the Sturmikov. So these guys might be like Rangers, or was it the Green Berets? If the Green Berets are still a thing, I don't know if, like, I can't keep track of like different units that have been renamed or whatnot. But I got the tankman there. Alrighty, now we have another nation that hasn't been seen before. The nation of Venezuela. Very interesting looking nation. Got the you know, grenade launcher, or the, you know, machine gun with the grenade launcher attachment, RPG. Got the elites here, very cool looking. Got the flamers, heavy MG, all that, officer, radio op, sniper, tankman. And last but not least, Yugoslavia. Obviously these are like a different style of Yugoslav skins, maybe older, maybe they were like ones that were supposed to be changed into, but Yugoslavia collapsed before it could happen, so your guess is as good as mine. This massive recoilless rifle thing. Let's see if it works. Yep. Very awesome. Chemical Man. Got the elites here, that nice gray urbanish style. We got the Home Guard. I think that's the Home Guard, yeah. No, wait, no, it's not the Home Guard. That's the other elites. Got the Flamer. Here's the Home Guard. Got the Yugoslav flag on their armband. Light machine gunner, heavy machine gunner, pilot, officer. Let's see, rifleman. More elites, or scouts, and then the other elites, as well as tankmen. That's actually about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Got another video. I think it's going to be showing off the Survivors tab. Problem is, Survivors tab, all the units look pretty much similar, so maybe I won't bother covering them. Maybe I might do a few just so you have options for Wasteland, but yeah, this has been part 2. Again, guys, Wasteland series screenshots, or at least saying what equipment for what units. I hope you enjoy what you're seeing so far. And have a good morning, good day, good night, wherever you are in the world.